Junior Rallycross Championship, round 7 final, lights out and we're racing. Good start from the front row of Langmaid, Watt and Ovenden, 3 abreast down towards the first corner. Who's going to break latest? Watt goes on the outside of Langmaid in towards turn 1 and then turn 2. They're making contact with one another. Can Ovenden take advantage? Yes, he can. He goes through and into second place then. So it's now Watt from Ovenden, from Max Langmaid, who's getting his elbows out again here on the first lap. This is frenetic stuff, and now Langmaid dives to the inside of the final winner from round 6 here yesterday at Pembrey. That is Will Ovenden, of course. He is now demoted down into third place with Langmaid, who's had a perfect day so far in the standings after winning all 3 of his qualifying heats, now sitting in second place. Let's see what the Joker is going to be like here in the Junior Championship. Good to see that Owen Robbins has made some ground as well. He started right at the very back of the grid following a disqualification from Heat 2. As such, his point tally has not been that great. He's got a lot of work to do in this final if he's to try and consolidate a result. From this one, there is Watt going really sideways as well. Gathers it up with a fair bit of opposite log, but he's cost himself a bit of time. And they're going to allow Max Langmaid to just put a bit more pressure on to the back of the grey machine. So in towards the gravel we go as we ride on board here with Will Ovenden. You can see the top 2 just put a bit of daylight between themselves in Ovenden. Then comes Ryan Smith in third place there, making his debut here this weekend. Then Owen Robbins goes into the Joker lap. Where is he going to emerge? It's going to be very close indeed, but he just about manages to hold on to 4th place then in this race after getting a little bit sideways there, coming through the next series of corners. 5th place, I should say, after that Joker is how it's worked out then for him for the time being. Meanwhile, at the sharper end, it's still the 2 Maxes, Watt versus Langmaid. Then Will Ovenden, who we sit on board with, once again in 3rd position. Just keeping a watching brief on the top 2 in this race. Really does give you a good insight as to what these drivers have to go through. Then it is Ryan Smith, as I said, making his debut here this weekend. Qualified 4th for this final after a really strong run so far here today for 7 at Pembrey. More sideways action there for Watt. That's allowed Langmaid to get right up onto the back bumper of the Suzuki Swift driver, and I wonder whether Langmaid's going to use this as an opportunity to go into the Joker on this lap and try to get the undercut on Max Watt. What it is allowing is Will Ovenden to close right up onto the back of the, again, look at that gap, it's come down by just a couple of car lengths or so, but certainly the carrot is going to be dangled in front of the Kent-based driver as we go into the gravel. Wide there for Watt, that's allowing Langmaid to come through. Here we go, side-by-side action as Langmaid then is on the outside. It's Watt on the inside, lock brakes there for Watt. They both manage to negotiate the corner as Ovenden goes into the Joker. He wants to keep himself out of trouble, and I can't say I blame him either because the top 2 are knocking 7 bells out of one another at the moment. And as we come down the straight, you can see quite a significant gap as a result of that Joker there for Will Ovenden. I guess what he's hoping is the top 2 continue squabbling there, and Watt more sideways action, and that's allowed Langmaid to go through as Watt spins out. Goodness me, what drama there for Max Watt. Well, he's looked on the ragged edge throughout the entirety of this junior final. Well, whether something's broken on the car, I don't know, but either way, he has not looked his usual self. As such, he is now down into 3rd place with a very quick Owen Robbins bearing down on him. He goes into the Joker. Robbins goes through, as does Ryan Smith, debutant as well, so down into 5th, 6th position then for him, I'm afraid to say. So down the back straight we go once again. On board we ride here with Will Ovenden, and look who's in front, it's Max Langmaid. All of that squabbling has cost the reigning champion very dear indeed, because of course he still owes the Joker in this race, and crucially he's coming up onto the back of James Hawkes. That's lap traffic in front of him as well, so once he makes this Joker, it's going to be Ovenden who will emerge into the lead. You can see he's fighting, trying everything he can to get past Hawkes, but I think it's all going to be in vain for him as he goes into the Joker, and Will Ovenden very cleanly through. Now it's the battle for 2nd place then here for Langmaid as he comes out from the Joker just ahead of Owen Robbins, and he's all at sea here as well. Is Langmaid locking up the brakes? Owen Robbins nearly running into the back of him. It's going to be a drag to the line for 2nd as Will Ovenden does the double here in Pembrey. They just managed to make their way past James Hawkes, and 2nd place goes to Langmaid by a hair's breadth from Robbins.